Hi folks, Steph here. Now that you've researched the potential offices that meet your passion, your time commitment, and how you want to engage in public service, it's time to think about how to start connecting with those offices. First and foremost, you should go to community meetings. These will help you in a few important ways. They'll help you understand the dialogue around the issues that you care about and how these particular government agencies are talking about and tackling those issues. They'll show you who all is being impacted by the issue and how. This will help you gain a comprehensive perspective of who in your community is being harmed by it and who in your community may be benefited by it. They'll also allow you to form relationships with motivated and active engaged community members. They're also likely going to be at these meetings. These are people who will be important to organizing your community around the issue and your potential campaign down the line. This will help you build your network and your public profile. Meetings are a great place for you to practice your personal narrative, show the connection that you have to the issue, learn about the issue that you care about, and build that network. However, before you go to these meetings, we want you to do a little bit of prep. Very often, these public meetings will post their agendas online prior to the meeting, or will send them out in their email lists. Find and read those agendas to see what is going to be talked about at the meeting. Think about how you can research those topics and be able to speak to them in an educated and eloquent way. Next, identify which decision makers are going to be present at the meeting. Is the mayor showing up to this meeting? Is city council? Or is it the school board? Who is going to be at this particular meeting? Then, prepare one or two talking points that you may be able to raise during the Q&A or comments section. These don't need to only be challenging questions, even if you're opposing someone's position on an issue. The elected officials you're interacting with may be potential allies who are missing some key context that you can provide. Be strategic with your talking points and design them in the context of your overall goals. Now, for this meeting, try to arrive early. This gives you time to chat with the staff, with the elected officials, or with the regular community members who show up to these events to help you build your network. Then, when you feel comfortable, take part in the conversation. Be brief, introduce yourself quickly using your personal narrative, and then focus on the issue. Next, be strategic about the questions that you're asking. Ask real questions, but also don't try to alienate folks that you don't need to. You may have a strong opinion about the topic at hand, but you also don't want to stir the pot for the sake of stirring the pot. Ask tough questions and provide detailed information, but do it succinctly. Then observe the room. Figure out who is agreeing with you when you're speaking and who isn't. Are there clear blocks in the room, and what are the different sides saying about the issue? Identifying the landscape around the issue is going to help you formulate your argument. So again, arrive early, try to take part in the conversation, and be sure to observe the room. After the meeting, remember to follow up. This is an excellent opportunity for you to build relationships with the elected officials who are in the room, but also the community leaders that were in the room. If you exchanged emails, phone numbers, business cards, or even social media handles with somebody and said that you were going to follow up or that it was just really good to meet them, try reaching out after. Our advice is to use email for this, but if that's not an option, use what you have. What's important is talking about how you appreciated how they addressed the issue, that you would love to discuss it further and see if they're available to meet up. This is going to help you start engaging with your community and get in the habit of setting up these intentional one-on-one conversations. Let's recap. Be prepared for the meeting. Stay engaged and active, but you don't want to dominate the room. And don't forget to follow up.